I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice, your favorite Texas real estate team.
And today we are going to talk about new construction and answer 4 questions that we are getting on a daily basis. And those questions are:
is this a good time to build?
How long is it taking to build a new home?
What about rising interest rates and how will that impact new construction?
And are builders really terminating contracts?
We're going to answer these questions right now.
Absolutely.
Let's get the party started.
Question number 1 is now a good time to start a build? What are your thoughts?
Well, yes, I do think now is a good time to start a build, especially here in the North Texas area, because things are still booming and prices don't look like they're going down anytime soon.
Yeah, and Patrice is right. So in new construction, what I am seeing is now a good time to buy or start a new build process. The answer short term, I would say yes, if you're in the market, right? If you're wanting that new construction, maybe you're moving from out of state or whatever, in the next year or so, you want to start that process now. We don't anticipate prices coming down. Again, big disclaimer, World War III, huge recession. We know what's going on and all that good stuff. But even during some of the worst recessions throughout the history of this country, we haven't seen prices dip. Now, I don't anticipate that happening in new construction, but what I do anticipate happening, and it hasn't started yet, but I do think we will start to see some sort of incentives coming back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Generally, when, just from a comp reasons, new construction is not going to slash a price like you see on resales by $40,000 or whatnot, but they may give you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 design credit or something like that. We're starting to see, starting to see some lender credits, stuff that we haven't seen in the last 2 years. We're starting to see,
which is pretty exciting. It's nice to kind of feel like we're back to normal, which I like.
Lot premiums will probably start to come down. Little things like that is where we'll start to see the market going. So short answer, yes, now is a good time to buy. Or start the build process if that is indeed what you're looking to do. And if you're watching this video, good chance you are.
That's true.
All right, what about question number 2?
How long is it taking to build? Also a good question. You know, we still have some delays. There's still, you're going to have issues, a few issues along the way. It's taking generally average 12 months. Yeah. Right? That's give or take. Usually a little longer than 12 in a lot of cases, but pretty much we're not quite at that 6-month level like we used to be quite yet.
Good rule of thumb, 12 months, and that's gives the builders a couple months leeway, pad time for, like Patrice was saying, delays and that sort of thing. What we are seeing though are some builders are doing specs or inventory homes, and you'll start to see those ready in 3 months from X date. And what that generally is doing is they're getting through the bulk of the delays by getting sticks up, they're in the pre-drywall stage. They've already done all the permitting, the structural changes. They picked out all of the design stuff. They've got their windows in. Once they get to that stage of the building process, they release that to Andy and Patrice, other real estate agents, whatnot. They start advertising on their own websites, and like I said, ready in 3 or 4 months from whatever that particular date is, and we're starting to see a lot of it. Now, the con for that is that you're not able to kind of pick out your stuff for the most part. So now
they do a beautiful job though.
Look at this, architecture's everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, these are professional designers that are designing this house, and they know what people like, right? So
a lot of our clients actually have been saying that there's no way they could have picked out some of the stuff these people picked out, because they just do such a great job. I mean, they go to school for it in a lot of cases, and so they've been doing it a long time.
They see it day in and day out, so they know what's up.
Yes.
All right, what about the third question? What's that?
Rising interest rates.
And how will that impact new construction?
How will that impact new construction?
I tell you what, the first bit of advice I give you is do not max out your budget.
No.
Because and this can impact. I've said it in a couple videos. That this was my big fear with rising interest rates, is not that the market's going to crash or anything like that. I don't anticipate anything like that going on. But if people are maxed out at a 3% interest rate when they started the build process, and now interest rates are double that, that's going to impact you, because unless your salary's jumped up, which we know it hasn't, you know, that's going to impact. So we're going to start to see some of that happening, in my opinion. But if you're just starting the build process now, if your max budget is $800,000, maybe we want to be looking in that $700,000 range, right? All in, just so you can be comfortable. The last thing we want our clients to do is be house poor, right? No one likes that stress. It's why you're moving to North Texas, or moving to Texas in general, because you want that freedom. You want that financial freedom, right? So, I think rising interest rates are definitely going to impact the market. Yeah. It's going to slow things down, get things to back to a kind of normal market. But my big fear is that people overextend themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't want to see that.
We do not want to see that.
No.
Yeah.
How about the last one?
And our builders terminating contracts.
Yeah. Now, if you've seen our other video, we'll link it above. This is a video that we did last year. Yes, builders are terminating contracts. Is this anything new?
No.
Not really.
No.
Not really. You'll hear the one-offs, and when that happens, the news media really loves to pick it up and overplay the fear factor, you know. But these termination clauses have always been in there. And in fact, here's a couple. We'll just show you a couple of the termination clauses with some of the builders that we have going on. They've always been in there. A good, reputable builder is not going to terminate without clause, right?
Yeah.
And then, but I'll hear the argument. Well, yeah, but the house is worth $200,000 more than when they put it under contract. They could sell for $200,000 more. That's true. But that $200,000 is going to be a far cry from the bad press that potentially gives. Yeah. Not only, not only from the real estate community itself, but just in general.
Now, we've been really lucky because we haven't had any of ours terminated. And so, but we tend to work with the reputable builders, like Andy was saying. Yeah. They're just ones that want to keep their, reputation in good standing and, make their clients happy. And, that's what we want too. So, there are some good builders out there. There are some not so good builders out there. So obviously we can help you with that. But, I think for the most part, I think we're okay as far as them canceling. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot more of that. Do you?
Who knows? I think, like I said, I think they're one-offs. Couple quick references. There's a story that's going around right now. It was all on the news and media, and everything in the local real estate community here in Texas. It's got everybody in an uproar, saying, well, these particular buyers weren't using and we'll reference the article, but they weren't using a real estate agent. So a lot of real estate agents were saying, well, that's why you use a real estate agent. This wouldn't happen with them and this and that. And I can tell you, yes, Patrice is right. We haven't had anybody terminate contracts because of anything like that, right? However, there are certain powers, and you're talking about Patrice and I, who do a ton of new construction. I don't know too many agents that do more new construction in Texas than we do.
No brag, just fact.
And I can tell you right now that there's some things that we cannot help you with. Right? Yeah. We cannot save you with. If you've got a greedy builder that is like, hey, bottom line is we're starting to see some cuts and we want to terminate, there's not much we could do except our reputation and that sort of thing, knowing that, hey, you're probably going to not only just lose this client's business, but you probably lose all of our futures clients' business.
That's right.
And that may or may not impact on their decision or not. There's only so much that we could do. We can help advise and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, I advise any of our clients to look over the new construction contract, get an attorney if you have any questions, and that's the bottom line. I mean, know who you're working with, whether it's in the real estate agent, the title company, or the builder, specifically the builder, because the one thing I can tell you, in every recession that we've had in the real estate market, the new construction builders are the ones that get wiped out first. So anyway, something to keep in mind. We won't put you in harm's way, or we try our best not to. And until the next time, I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice.
Take care.